Well, hello, Beth. Where are we at today?
We are at Oviedo Mall.
What are we doing at Oviedo Mall?
We have exclusive tour for Penguin Productions.
Oh, cool.
Yep, Penguin Point Productions
Yeah,
here
let's
in
get it right.
Oviedo Mall. And we know Jamie, who is the founder of Penguin Point Productions, for many, many years.
So we're going to be kind of telling his success story here.
We are. We thank you for taking us around and showing us around, and we appreciate it.
Well, you ready?
We're ready.
We've taken 5 mall stores and connected them all together to make a little complex here. So the first one is, this is our main lobby. This is Penguin Point Productions. We have, come on in, we have, this is our snack bar in here. We have concessions because we do plays. We also have classes, so kids are always buying drinks. And people from the mall actually come in and buy, everything's $1, so we're the best buy in the mall.
I guess.
But this is where you check your kid in for camp or after school classes. It's where you buy a ticket for a show, check in because you have rehearsal, all those things.
So you have your own camp, is what you're saying?
In the summer, we have camps. It's performing arts camps for kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade.
Very nice.
And then we have after-school programs for kindergarten through 12th and also for adults.
Oh, awesome.
And where would that be at?
So we have classroom you'll see as we go through.
it, so it's all right here.
Yeah, everything is done right here on site.
Wow.
And
How often?
this was a blank canvas, right?
It was actually a pet store, so we had our work cut out for us when we moved
wow.
in. A lot of cleaning and painting. My family helped with that, and we renovated this space and connected it to the other ones.
So as we go through each store, you'll be telling us basically what takes place in all the different stores you have.
So we have an art gallery, and one of the things we do with all the local artists who come in, each one has to make a penguin for us to keep permanently. So every one of these is by a different artist. We have wood carvers, watercolor artists, people who do ceramics. But so far, this is how many artists have shown their work here. I don't know where we're going after this, and we have more artists.
Yeah, you're going to run out of space for your artists.
It's a penguin collection.
Now I have a question for you. How did you come up with Penguin Productions?
I'll have to tell the story super fast.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I taught high school for 24 years, first in Pennsylvania and then here. When I moved to Florida, my friends in Pennsylvania stuck this penguin in my moving truck. So when I got to Florida, there was a penguin in there. It was from Penguin Point, a restaurant we used to eat at when we went to camp with the Howards out in Indiana. So that had been passed around for a while and it ended up in my moving truck. Well, my kids in Florida saw that in my classroom and thought I liked penguins, so they started buying me little penguins for my birthday and Christmas and whatever. We wanted to do a play at the Orlando Fringe Festival, which is a community theater festival, with the kids from the school, and our principal said, you can do a play there, but you can't call yourself Lake Howe High School at a community event. So we had to come up with a company name, and it's Penguin Point.
Very nice.
It was very long-winded,
so
but
cool.
that's where the penguin
And
came
that came from someone that we know.
So Bev and Jim Howard had a puppet ministry at Salem Bible Church and the Christian school I went to. And that was my first real experience with performing arts. We didn't have a whole lot of theater at Salem when I was growing up. They have a great theater program now. But when I was there was, maybe a drama club and things like that. But the puppet team traveled all over the country.
Yeah, our son was on that puppet team as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. I remember, that's right. So we went to Washington, D.C., New York, Florida, and that was most of the traveling I got to growing up was because of the puppet team. And I learned a lot about putting together productions on a shoestring budget.
Wow.
Nice.
Now, did you have that in you since you've been young?
When I was in elementary school, I went to a public school that had plays all the time. And so I did those. And then when I got to Salem, any opportunity to be the narrator or be the one who gets up front and talks, that was always me.
Wow.
And then the puppet team was where I really
Right, where you
got to do more of that
blossomed.
stuff.
Right.
So this is our art gallery. Like I said, I taught high school for 24 years, and the football coach from my last school was a very tough man, but when he retired, he took art classes. And so this month we are celebrating Mike Michellia's artwork. This is a guy who probably didn't paint at all during most of his career, and then in his retirement
Wow.
is doing this. And he has sold, I
Look
think,
at
16
that.
paintings so far, which for our gallery is very good.
Wonderful.
But every month we bring in either one or multiple artists.
Wow.
I actually have my brother's work on the shelf over here. My
he
brother
does
Steve in
that,
Pennsylvania
yes.
makes wooden bowls.
Oh,
So
look
that's
at
his.
that.
Oh, so these are his.
Those are all his bowls.
Well, I gotta show these and make your mom happy.
Yeah, please do.
No, those are very. Look at the talent.
He's another one who he had never done this before, but during COVID he needed a hobby, and he watched some YouTube videos and learned how to be a turner.
That is awesome.
Now at night, we turn these rooms over and have classes in here. We do art classes, comic book drawing classes, and things like that out here in the art gallery as well.
I
I'm
see.
hoping to eventually get a little more classroom space so we can expand into those areas. So this is my office. This pile of records, I own Ducky's Vintage Store, and I personally collect records, so every time I go home to Pennsylvania, I go to different record stores and buy up all their $1 records, and then we clean them up and we sell them in our store. This is the 42nd Street Theater. It's just a little black box theater, but this is where we do a lot of our kids shows, and that is Chase, our IT guy, who's getting set up
Hello,
for
Chase.
tonight. We also, this side of the room, when we do open mic nights, stand-up comedy, improv, things like that, that's the backdrop for it. Behind it's our prop room. We have a large collection of props that we lend and rent to people. I'm not going to take it back there because it's very narrow, but that's behind the set. There's a little workshop area back there.
Now, how many classes do you teach?
So we offer 40 different classes during the week.
Wow.
All the classes meet once a week, so every night there's a different slate of classes, from dance classes, musical theater, improv, acting, writing, art. I know I'm missing stage combat, and we rotate different programs in and out. We had a voice acting class for a while. We taught life skills classes for young people, which was like how to change the oil in your car, how to balance your
Oh,
checkbook,
that's awesome.
things like that. So we do different specialty classes. This is our library. Those are all scripts for plays over there. One of my other hobbies is going to yard sales at bookstores and buying used theater scripts. And these are all theater tech books like costuming, makeup, lighting design. This is a lending library for the community, so people can come in and borrow books for free. And then, of course, everybody who does camp and classes here and plays here can use them as well. This is the tools we use to build sets and things.
Neat. I mean, that's a whole separate building, sets.
We've been really blessed. We have a set builder from Universal Studios who likes to come over and work with the kids on projects.
Oh, that's
Later
awesome.
I can show you some of the things he's built with them.
Oh,
but,
great.
They do beautiful work. Step through here, we have another small theater in here. And
This goes on. And
so
on.
all of this is,
This is
we
cool.
created a backstage area here for our current production, but this could all be open and could be set up any way that someone needs it. Right now it's cleared because we're gonna have an open mic night tonight, and Chase is gonna set up small tables and chairs. About 12 performances tonight with musicians, magicians.
You said there's 12 people tonight coming
There's
here?
12 groups,
12 groups?
performing tonight, bands
Okay.
and some individuals.
Wow.
That'll be at 7.
So it's tonight is song.
It can be anything. We tend to get a whole lot of music. It tends to be a lot of people playing instruments, singing, bands, things like that. We're open to poetry, spoken word, stand-up comedy, anything like that. But it leans heavily on the music.
Do you charge to get an open mic night?
It's $5 to get in and watch. It's free if you'll get up front and do something. That's the challenge. If you want it to be free, you gotta get up there and
If you want to come
perform
and
for
be
us.
involved, you can, and if not, it's $5. That's $5 isn't too bad. That's pretty. Where can you have a night out for $5?
Exactly. And if you come out this way, I'll show you our costume shop. I taught high school theater, they closed down the automotive program at our school, and the principal let me turn the automotive space into a big costume warehouse. We would share costumes with all the other local schools. When I moved here, the costumes were mine, so I brought them over with me, and we started renting them to groups across the country. We ship out packages of like Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, all the big shows. You can see Charlie Brown in the front window right now.
So you have a staff here to help you.
We have 44 employees right now
Wow, that's awesome.
in the
So
different stores.
you rent all these costumes out, or you sell these costumes?
Most of these are for rent. There are a couple racks in the front of things that just don't rent very well, so they're for sale. And honestly, if somebody is in love with something, they can try to make a
Make
deal.
an offer. Try to get out of your hands.
Eventually, we'll sell the costume.
Look at those hats up there. That's awesome.
That's our selection of Mad Hatters, and then those are a little bit on the steampunk edge.
that one
over
is.
there.
Yeah,
That's
second one here.
like a steampunk Mad Hatter. This is our hair and makeup area. We have a wig artist who does all the wig designs for our clients, and we sell different types of makeup here for mostly theatrical makeup. And then you can see all the Santa Clauses and Mrs. Santa Claus.
You're getting ready for Christmas there.
This is where we need to come for Comic-Con. Oh, yes.
They have everything kind of divided out by genre and then by historical period. They're constantly paring down because we just
You have
we
a
acquire
lot
through
of
donation
costumes.
and so on. So one of the big jobs is just trying to pare it all down.
I'm assuming you have it logged somewhere where you know everything.
So we are working on building an online inventory of it. It is not complete yet, but we're doing the show sets first. People can go online and see we have High School Musical. We have a trial, whatever show.
So if someone wanted to find you online, what would your...
We're at penguinpointproductions.com.
So you don't always just buy the costumes, you actually can make costumes.
Primarily we make.
So it's, wow, so you make all those costumes.
No,
If somebody
we
wanted
make
something
all of them.
special,
No.
not all of them, but
Yeah,
if somebody wanted
somebody,
something special, you could make it for them?
Oh, definitely. And we do that constantly. That's one of our main ones. These are,
And you do weddings, let's say someone's having a special wedding.
Themed wedding.
A theme wedding.
We did a Renaissance wedding last year during COVID. It was really beautiful.
Wow.
Someone had a Viking wedding planned. So people have all kinds of theme weddings, and we do. What we normally do is we'll do the costumes for everybody in the wedding party, and then everyone coming to the wedding can just come and rent costumes in that theme.
Well, you really got a lot going on.
And we're juggling.
I'm telling you.
But this is where they do all the designing and sewing. There's nobody here, so we can just kind of look around, but you can see like this is his sketch for Little Mermaid, Sebastian, and then they're putting together all the costumes. These are things waiting to go out.
So they sketch the costumes here in a
And
book?
And then people come in for their fittings here as well.
Very cool. I had no idea, I mean, I knew you were doing things up here, but
Yeah,
this is amazing, the stuff that you're getting accomplished.
We did all the costumes for Spam-A-Lot, and this is part of the set for Spam-A-Lot.
Wow.
It's one of the knights who say me. So that's the costume shop. I just bid $5 on everything they had, and I guess nobody else bid, so I got everything. The Hollywood sign, Oscars, all that stuff. So it was, I'd never done an online auction before, and I just hit the right one, I guess.
Oh, wow.
This is our dance school. It says Penguin Point Dance Room, but it's actually Imagine Dance Academy, who runs all of our dance programs here. My friend Sarah, right when I was getting ready to open this, happened to tell someone she was wanting to start her own dance school, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. 'cause
Perfect.
I do not dance. Something funny about this space is I'm not a dance person. I didn't know you're supposed to have a sprung floor. It's a floor that has some bounce to it,
Right.
so they don't get shin splints and so on.
Right.
So I hadn't budgeted for that, and when she came in the first day, she said, this is a beautiful room, but this floor is no bueno. So I had used all the budget, so we chopped up pool noodles. And there are pool noodles chopped up like my mom used to chop up hot dogs. And they're laid all over the floor with plywood on top. All of this passed inspection, by the way. And then we put a marley floor over that.
And that gave you enough sponge
It works.
to-
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Nice.
who came up with that idea?
We found it on YouTube when we were searching for solutions. If you looked
YouTube's a
up,
wonderful place.
Oh my goodness, yes. But we were just looking for a solution we could afford, and the pool noodles we got at the dollar store, and there we go. So this is our newest store. This is Ducky's Vintage. You've seen our costume shop and our set area. I had so much stuff in storage, and one of my friends saw my storage room and said you should open a vintage shop. And when the space became available in the mall, we decided to give it a try, and it turns out it's the most fun thing that we do, I think.
It's called Ducky's.
It's Ducky's. That's a character from Pretty in Pink. It's an 80s movie.
Okay.
And the whole store is supposed to have an 80s theme, but we carry things from the 1920s to the 1990s. And you'll see as you come through.
Wow, this is amazing.
It's amazing.
We've got Pez dispensers, and then you can see the clothing is all done by decade up through the side there.
So each row is shows
Each
you
row
what
is
year
a
it
different
is.
decade. Yep, and it gets more modern as you go. And then I do estate cleanouts when someone needs a home just completely empty. We do the job and then sort through and find things we can sell here in the store. So,
Now, did you design all this here,
so
back here?
we have an amazing stylist for the store, is Sarah. She is also the dance school owner, and she spends every day making these displays. Right now, it's just kind of an in joke, but all the mannequins on the wall are dressed like people who work here. And then the day came up, everybody had to try and find themselves, which
That's fun. That's
sometimes
fun.
they're all Star Wars characters or Charlie Brown characters. So over here we have a video game play area. People can come in for free and play Atari or Nintendo.
So you just
it gets
sit here
them
and
in the
drink-
store.
So you just sit here and hang out and play games.
And then everything's for sale as well, so you can buy the sofas, the Afghans, the pillows. But we're definitely trying to make it look like an 80s.
And it does.
We have a small performance stage over there. We have in-store performances on Saturdays pretty often. We've had a wide variety of people performing there. And, that's my favorite thing here is my Han Solo in carbonite. We had that made for a play a few years ago.
Nice.
If you come around the corner over here, the best part of the store is the record store. Going to continue growing, but this is where we're at with the records so far. We sell VHS tapes, DVDs, CDs, and we have cassette tapes, 8-track tapes,
I remember 8-track tapes.
books, and albums. These are rock and roll t-shirts right here.
I actually had 8-track tapes when they were new.
My car has an 8-track player.
I've seen that car. That is an awesome Cadillac. I love that car. That's awesome. I'm glad you're able to get another one. I know you had to get rid of your first one.
That's how we paid for the floors down at the other shop, was selling the other Cadillac.
You got it replaced.
If you have time, I'll show you.
Well, we have time.
So I didn't want it to look like Champ Sporting Goods, which is what this space used to be. So we built this, it's supposed to be Steak and Shake.
Oh, look at that.
And my dream is to get a food license in here and serve milkshakes on like Fridays and Saturdays.
Yes.
So
This is another room.
Authorized personnel only. Backstage passes. Look out.
So-
Backstage passes.
this is where donations come in the door. And then whoever's working's job is to go through these boxes and figure out what we want to sell to the store, or if we can use it somewhere else for the theater or the costume shop. This is our online sales area, and those are things we're selling online. It's all a little messy, but if you want to see what else we do, online sales is a big part of it.
It's like a side business. With all your other business, you need
There's a
one
lot
more
of
thing to
things,
do.
that get donated that are perfectly good, but they're not vintage. So this is also we have about 12 weeks right now, so we're done. So,
Okay.
but this is all stuff waiting to be priced and fill out on the floor.
Now, do you get anything from Disney? You know, like it comes through.
So we've gotten a good deal of costume donations from Disney over the years. When they get rid of different parts, like different parades and events that have their own costume looks, often they'll donate those out to nonprofits. So we've gotten a good deal of stuff from there.
Wonderful.
We're really blessed on that one. It's never, you know, it's not Mickey Mouse's head or something like that, but for instance, everybody who works in Liberty Square, where the Haunted Mansion is wearing real colonial clothing. And when they replace that, that's good for pilgrims, like the Crucible, things like that, Revolutionary War, all those time periods. So we've got some great costumes out there.
Very nice.
How do you guys like this place?
I love this place.
You
We come
do?
here all the time.
You do? You come here? Do you now? Do you
Smash Bros over here?
really?
Games.
You play the video games and things?
Classics.
Oh, awesome! Now, when did you start to learn about?
Right about
Penguin
when they
Point.
opened. Like, right when they opened. I remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Just
Wow.
checked it out. Looked cool. Come here all the time.
Oh, awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming into our vlog, and then make sure you subscribe.
Oh, of
All
course.
right?
Definitely.
Because we go all different. We go to Comic-Con. We go all
Oh, we might
over.
meet you
My
there. We're
husband
gonna
and
go.
myself.
Yeah, we might even see you there.
Yeah.
Might
Oh,
see
you're
you.
going?
Cool.
Yeah. Are you going to the Lakeland one?
Oh, we were going to San
In
Diego.
January?
Yeah, we're gonna go to like a bunch.
You
We're gonna
are?
MegaCon? Or-
Yeah, MegaCon in Orlando. I think
yeah.
that's in May.
Yeah,
And then January it's in Lakeland.
yeah.
So, all right. Well, look for me because we're going to be there all 4 days and be
Really?
recording and recording the the red carpet event. Yeah. Cool. Please say something to us if you see us. Okay.
Keep an eye out.
All right. Awesome. All right.
Nice to meet you.
Subscribe.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Don't forget to subscribe.
All right.
So each of my stores has a tree that the staff decorated. So the Duckies one, they made all the ornaments out of records and ducks, basically.
Oh, how cool is that?
The costume shop is all made out of things to sew with. The theater is just penguins.
That is cool.
And the dance
Look
company
at
is,
that.
she hand painted all those ballet slippers.
Did she? Whoa.
This is your shop for a photo booth.
Yeah, so this is just a free activity for people coming to the mall, and they can get their picture taken at Cinderella's coach, kind of a Victorian living room set.
Wow.
This will be for sale in Duckies after the holidays. It's been in storage.
You can just sit here, get a selfie at the selfie station in Oviedo Mall.
It's actually pretty cool. This is Grease Lightning from
Oh.
Grease. You can get your picture taken in the Charlie Brown's doghouse. That's his little sad tree.
Isn't that sweet?
Kind of a medieval setting over here.
Oh.
So you rent all this and just put all this stuff together for people to...
The mall lets you have the space for free.
Oh, nice.
And the public can use it for free. I'm providing all the materials, and then we get some good advertising out of it.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at this.
And the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones.
That is
This was
so
made by a
cool.
local artist, and it's all found materials. These are fake swords from the dollar store. These are palm fronds from a palm tree.
Wow.
Super creative.
That is cool. Game of Thrones.
Give me some grapes. I had my chariot over there, but somebody stole my reindeer.
Then I have one more place to show you. It's our storage room, and it's a little dark, but I'll give you an
That's
idea.
okay.
So
Who is this?
this is my storage.
Wow.
And then these are all store fixtures. I'm hoping to open another Duckies at another location, so we're just kind of saving up
Preparing.
stuff for that. Packages. So this one's Into the Woods. There's Hello Dolly, Grease, but it's all the different costumes for plays that rent out. All these boxes are things for, we have a big dollar sale once a year. I just rent another space in the mall and we sell clothing for $1, housewares for $1. It's just a nice fundraiser. So that's
Neat.
stuff for that.
Do you announce that on your
Oh,
website
yeah. Yep,
or Facebook?
both places.
Right.
This is just
Lots of material.
lots of costumes. We had too many to fit in the
More costumes. Wow.
This is so cool.
These are set pieces and props for
Oh,
plays.
yes.
It makes it interesting for the vlog.
On house.
Wow, look at all this material.
There's racks and racks and racks of costumes.
Jamie, it's more than I ever imagined.
And then this is these are things we rent for Steel Magnolias. It's all the beauty shop furniture. And this stuff is what the guy was just asking about. This is all furniture that doesn't fit in Duckies, but we sell it online. So we have a roof for that. And these are church pews. An entire church of those we were hoping to find a good home for. But right before you got here, I did a house clean out, and so all these boxes and all the stuff over there just came in the door. So my job will be to haul all these down to Duckies, we'll open them up and see what we're gonna sell, what we're gonna put in a dollar sale, what we're gonna donate, etc. We're working on that. We have to find the right light bulbs for it, but all the letters will light up.
Really?
That's awesome.
And then we're gonna hang it up on the wall.
I'm getting ready to drive home now, Beth. You coming with me? This car's a little bit bigger than I thought. Or I'm shrinking. Well, Beth, this has been an interesting video.
It has been.
I had no idea he had this much stuff of all the stuff he was doing.
No, Jamie is wonderful. I mean, he's so creative.
You make me tired just thinking about it. I hope you folks sure enjoy it, because we had a great time. We're not actually done yet. We're still going to go back to some different stores and take pictures.
There's so much to see.
Yeah, just walking through, you can't see everything. But we can't make the video 3 hours long either, so we've got to keep it as short as we can, but it was fun.
It was fun.
We're glad you all came along with us. Jamie's an awesome guy.
And we thank Jamie for taking the time to take us through every one of his stores.
Yeah, his time is precious.
It is. And there's so many people asking questions as he's walking down
You say
through.
you had like 40?
44, I think it is, 44 employees. So that's a lot of, and this has been open for about a little over 3 years. So
We
this
started
is,
all this 3 years ago, and it's grown this big already.
it has. So we thank Jamie. Thank you, Jamie, for just spending the time with us and promoting Penguin Point Productions.
Well, I think one of the things I really like that he does, he does a lot of free stuff. Like this whole room, you just come in and he set it up, so you just come in and take pictures. And there's one store up there, he's got a game area set up, the kids come in and just play games for free.
And we met those 3 fellas. They were so excited to be there. They said they were there since he opened the store, and they like it.
And shopping
They like
back.
coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back buying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. It's really
It is.
great stuff going on there. Well, folks, thank you very much. We appreciate you joining us today. And we'll see you on our next vlog.
Thanks.